Chris.
And I'm Angela, and we're coming to you from the greater Chicagoland area.
I am Lou.
And I'm Dee.
And we're from Cleveland, Ohio.
Join us as we taste a variety of fun wines.
On Friday nights.
This Friday we'll be tasting Boom Syrah from Washington State and Cake Shiraz from Southern Australia. Two very different wines from the same grape. All right, ooh, so these are our wines today.
Yes. So we have Boom, and then we got the Cake Shiraz from South Australia.
And which vintages is that?
Now, that's a good question. So we're 2018.
All right, we're good there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I did a little bit of research on this difference between Shiraz and Syrah. Shiraz grows in warmer climates, which makes it jammy and berry-like. The Syrah grows in cooler climates, which gives it a plum and smoky flavor.
So they are two different grapes?
They're the same grape.
It's like a hybrid?
But the way they're grown and fermented makes the wine different.
Oh, okay.
So they're different but the same.
And Syrah is a noble grape from, I think it's typically, you see a lot of it in southern France. But the two wines that we have, one's from Washington State, which is known for its Syrahs. And then the other ones are from Australia.
The difference, Chris, in how they're made, the Syrah is a slower fermentation, which gives it more time on the skin, on the grape skin. So I would expect it to have maybe more tannins, maybe more body. The Shiraz has faster fermentation, which tends to be more fruity.
Which one do you guys want to start with?
Boom.
All right, boom.
And they're both screw tops.
That's another thing I was going to bring up. They're both
this is a good quarantine wine. Both of them. That sounds like,
You don't have an opener. This
less hassle.
So we're doing undecanted first, and I'll pour the remainder on our decanter. We'll try again later here in a few minutes.
Where do you want it?
So Boom is a Charles Smith wine. Charles Smith is a former rock band manager, and he has won Winemaker of the Year twice. 91 rating on wine.com.
Wow.
So Boom goes with the name. We're expecting this to be a spicy, explosive aroma, and full body. So this is on the Syrah scale, definitely on the spicy side versus fruity.
I got a nice dark fruit on the nose with some mineral.
Yeah, I think I'm smelling more like mineral.
Almost like an irony.
Yeah, I smell more mineral.
Yeah, I smell that too.
So an interesting note, I'm glad we did the Syrah. A couple years ago, it was really popular. I had to go to 3 different stores to try and find this. In one store, they only had one bottle of Syrah, one type, which is kind of amazing. So, wines come and go. There's popular ones that used to be Merlot, and that went sideways right from the movie. I'm wondering if Australia had a movie come out about Syrah.
A lot of Merlot.
So a lot of the wines from Washington come from Walla Walla, and they're separated from the east or the west coast of Washington by the mountains. So rather than getting all the rain that Seattle gets, Walla Walla's hot, dry, and they're actually hotter during the day than California.
Wow!
But they're cool. They're cool at night. So that gives you higher alcohol and higher acid than California.
I taste a lot less fruit in here than what we had last weekend, and
Yeah.
what I was expecting. It's definitely a little more spicy, and a little more mineral coming through.
Yeah, not so much.
I really like the smell. The taste, it's not quite up my
fruity enough.
My palate, not quite on my palate. Yeah.
We tried it without. We should try it with a bite. What kind of accompanying foods did you prepare?
Where's ours? We have. Oh, I forgot the olives. We have brie, We have a coffee cheese, Havarti, garlic, tomato, basil, and spicy salami.
Nice.
And then I have
A little spicy salami.
Gotta go get, and then I have garlic stuffed olives.
Nice.
So that spicy salami should go well with this.
When you were looking this wine up, did they say anything about the blending notes, or like does it have?
So this is 96% Syrah.
Okay. I'm looking at their website right now, and it's interesting. They said the 2015, which happens to be what we have, is 96% Syrah, 3% Viognier, and 1% Grenache.
So this one is 2.5% Grenache and 1.5% Malbec. So for me, it's not an overly complex wine. You know, it kind of hits you in the mouth with the spiciness, the tannins and the alcohol. You can feel it as it goes down the back of your throat.
Yeah.
But it's nice, well balanced. I think for food, it's perfect.
I was with what I'm picking up off the nose, I would have thought that this would have been a little bit more complex. And as I'm having food with it, it's bringing out some different flavors, but it still has the same base. So I think it's better with food. It's a well blended wine. It can be found in a lot of different blends, and it seems pretty versatile. That's all. These I think would be technically considered a straight grape, even though we have small percentages of other grapes in there. But
it looks like they're using the different 1 or 2%, maybe for a little bit of enhancing the color or maybe flavor.
I didn't see alcohol percentage on.
Ours is
on the main page.
This is 14.5.
There, it's 13.5%.
Ah, so this one's 13.5%. You got more for your money. I'm glad this isn't a recommended thing to smell it out of the bottle.
The first one that we did? Oh, we did a layered cake.
It smells like motor oil to me right now. I don't know.
Oh.
Is that the layered cake?
Yeah.
All right, so layered cake, South Australia. 80% of Australia's premium wines come from South Australia. And they have some of the oldest vines in the world.
Yeah, they haven't been touched by phylloxera, the bugs from the U.S. that wiped out Europe, so they hadn't been touched. These are, I believe, they said this round is from 1830s. Some of the grapes. That's pretty awesome.
Well, so far, I smell the spiciness on the nose. I'm not picking up the fruit yet. As we were talking earlier about the Shiraz, its growing style, its climate, the way they ferment, this is going to be more of the fruity style.
It's definitely has a little more fruit on the nose, a little more fruit on the taste. It's more my style, so I like it, but I don't think it has as much body as the other one. It's a little. I start losing it in the back. A little more purple hues in there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I see an equal amount of legs from both of them, so I would expect them to have similar mouthfeel.
The legs are okay, and I think equal on both of these wines. The Boom Boom, when I went back to it, it had a tobacco smell when I went for another sniff. But again, yeah, I lost. I go back to it's spicy, it's minerally, and I think it's hard to go back to something a little bit sweeter, a little more fruity. Angie brought up an interesting point, so and we didn't really talk about it, but typically, wine bottles and wine closures have come a long way. These are both screw tops. I guess I'm a romanticist wine drinker, so I like the cork. And I typically don't buy the screw tops, but both of these just happen to be screw tops. And the closures have come a long way, and it's perfectly fine to have a screw top closure. It's going to keep for a long time. And they both taste really good. So again, you shouldn't judge a wine by its screw top.
It isn't the same though.
Like you said though, when we started, they're friendly wines, right? If you're going somewhere where you may not have a
right.
Screw. Got to think about that.
Camping.
Nothing's worse sitting at a get together and not being able to drink your wine.
I do want to try one of these days. I watched a YouTube video on how to uncork a bottle. I'm going to use my blowtorch one of these days and open it that way.
Really? Huh.
Heat up that little air pocket that's in the bottle.
Yep.
And it'll force the cork out.
Huh.
That's right.
Guess it's better than hitting it on the side of something.
Right.
I feel like we've all been there.
Where's our cork that we got? Our corker that we got from?
Hang on, Chris. I'll go get my torch.
One of my coworkers got us this. It's called Bricks. It's a wine chocolate. So it's a brick of wine chocolate. So I shaved a little bit off and into a bowl. I wish you guys can take a little bit.
Smells chocolatey.
So it's they whatever they put in it, it's specially made for wine, and it's supposed to change how your tongue perceives the acid of the wine. So I'm gonna try a little and see what it
Because of his cheese, just a different food. So I'm going back now to the decanted Boom Boom, and as it's been opening up, the wine's actually gotten softer.
Okay.
So the spiciness isn't hitting your mouth quite as hard as it was right out of the bottle.
I'm getting
Which one?
so it's definitely a lot softer. This is my glass. I haven't done the decanted. Sorry. Still getting the tobacco on the nose.
I don't think it smells fruity for us or for me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was telling Chris, because you have an older vintage.
Yeah.
It maybe just smells a little different.
It might be.
Ours definitely smells fruity.
Well, it's older and this one has a little different blend, or that was the other one.
We both have 96.
It's a little bit of a different blend.
Right, we both have 96% Syrah, but
I think I was picking up that 1% Malbec.
Sweet.
Thing.
I think you are. 1% Malbec.
we have Princess and the Pea over here. 2.5% Grenache and 1.5% Malbec.
Oh, see, 1.5%.
Is that it? Is that extra half?
Yeah, the extra 0.5%.
Although I'm getting a little more of that motor oil. So we said last week, it kind of came down to the wine, the type of flavors that you like in your wine. Both wines were good. Depends what you like to see.
Yeah.
Again, for me, I think if you're gonna go the Boom Boom, definitely let it breathe. I agree with you, Lou. It was much better once it sat out a little bit. Even ours, the 2015, the layer cake. I think I enjoyed that a lot better. It fit my palate a little bit better, but both wines were. I think we had one last week. It was a little more easy drinking. I think this one would kind of go along with that. Like if you're getting ready and having hors d'oeuvres and just chatting, waiting for the main meal.
Certainly would fit that bill, definitely. But then also if you're eating dessert, let's say piece of chocolate, brownie,
I think this would really go well with that.
a piece of cake. I mean, the fruitiness of the wine would go well with that.
Layer cake's kind of more like style I like. But
I thought you liked the spiciness.
Changing, constantly evolving. Tastes are changing.
Getting better and better.
That's your excuse, right?
Just getting better and better.
Constantly evolving. So Chris, does Angela like it trimmed or shaved?
Beard, right?
She likes neither. She likes it right off the hunk. So this is what I use for the shaving.
I don't say that would hurt.
Yeah,
That looks nasty.
do you think that's gonna provide
And this resulted in this.
Yeah,
Wow, that's such a fine Shaving.
Yeah.
I said you need to cut the chocolate, not shave the chocolate.
She goes, you shouldn't use that one. I'm like,
That's huge.
I tried.
I showed Stella. I swear I was in here when you did it.
Did you hear that?
I didn't do it when we were in there.
We'll see it on the replay.
And no, I hadn't drank.
Her filters, 1085 or better.
I had not had an ounce of alcohol before our meeting today.
She was down in the basement for a long
And
time.
I had water and coffee.
So I cannot confirm nor deny.
You got control of, Chris.
This can also, the filtrate 1085 can also average out how loud your children are and how loud you are after you've been having a lot of wine.
Somewhere you can have some control.
It's like leveling out everything. Microbes,
I don't care.
Filter.
I'm never loud. We're trying. You just need to go
all
to
kinds
bed.
of stuff.
When you can't control other things in your life, one thing you can control is what filter you use.
You can, absolutely you can. You can put in the filtrate 1500 and it has more filtration than your
Bella,
standard.
if you would put the filtrate 1500 around your door, you would not hear your parents as they were Zoom calling.
Are you getting the kids are saying, Mom, Dad, you're too loud?
She is just a little
It
mean.
can also help your internet, and it can make it fast. It'll like it'll just forward out the best of the best. If you like us, if you like those wines,
Ring the bell, hit the button.
we make
Check out our
the
merch.
greatest videos ever, of all times. So great.
Making wine great again.
Yeah.
Making wine great again.
Yeah.
Here.
Where is it?
Till next time.